So fastening off your thread is really, really important, because if you don't do that, all of the sewing you've just done will come unravelled. So I'm just going to show you a couple of ways you can do that. On this piece of stitching, so this is the reverse of my stitching, I've got quite a few stitches quite close together. So what I can do is I can just run the needle underneath those stitches. And then what I do just before that loop pulls all the way through is I then loop my needle back through that twice. And then pull that tight, and what that does is that creates a really good secure knot so that it's not going to come undone. The other thing that I do sometimes, so on this piece of stitching I've actually got a shape on the top here, so there's a nice thick part of the fabric where I can create a stitch without it showing on the front, so you can see there's nothing there. And that also allows me to do exactly the same thing that I've just done and thread my needle back through that loop a couple of times. But that's really, really handy if you're working on isolated stitches, or you're just doing a couple of stitches in one place and you've not got lots of stitches to thread your needle under. So if you've got something on the front of the fabric, or if it's a very thick fabric, you can create a very small stitch that doesn't show on the front. And then once you've secured it, you just need to cut that thread off, careful not to snip any of your other stitches, and that just keeps your work nice and tidy.